Hello everyone, this is the Great Pumpkin speaking and welcome to this new episode of Let's Play Recettear. So, while we were off screen, Tyr has taken it upon herself to tidy up the shop and take inventory. Now we'll actually be checking about restocking our shop because with last time we got around 5,000 picks and we could use some money in order to, well, make more cash. That's how you do. You need money to get money, you know? So let's pick up some stuff. Let's see. Stuff I usually like to sell are mostly food and books, although you might have your preferences. I think it's kind of silly to sell for a little girl to sell things like swords and so on, but meh. Things happen. So we've got a couple of Taiyaki to help us out. Medicine might help as well, although they don't sell very well from what I remember. So we've got the Wings of Aiden book here. Le Penseur, and the Infortunes, which can probably sell for a decent amount of money. So that should do it for the time being for those. There are also a few events that we can look at the chapel in Town Square. We're gonna start with the Town Square. Depending on the time of the day, you might actually get different events going on, so it's always a good idea to look around. I love being able to relax in the plaza like this. You never seem to have trouble relaxing even when we are not in the plaza. Hehehe, well, it's healthy, right? And that was it, just a little banter between Recette and Tyr. By the way, I didn't mention it, but Recette actually means recipe in French. So, you know, kind of fitting for her. Say Tyr, you came from a finance company, right? What on earth's... Yes, that is right. I work for Terme Finance. So you're employed by them, right? What's it like? No, that is not quite accurate. I was contracted to Termes through another organization. Thus, I am not really an employee per se. So you're just contracted? I'm surprised you seem so. It is not that surprising. Almost all fairies in human society belongs to a fairy-specific contract agency. There are, of course, a few free agent fairies out there as well, and... So that's how it works. Yes, to tell the truth, it can be difficult for fairies to find employment in human society, so the agencies were founded an age ago in order to help facilitate fairy livelihoods. That's amazing! Quite. So yep, just a little background on how things work in that particular world. We'll be heading to the Merchants Guild to talk with the Guildmaster. What is the Guild? Right, so a guild is essentially a group of people in the same kind of business who cooperate with one another. Since the prices on items can vary from store to store, it's hard to do business if there isn't a base price between them, right? That's called a monopoly, man. That's what the Merchants Guild is for. We manage wholesaling and keep prices stable throughout the city. That's why we require that everyone who wants to do business around here registers with the guild. Don't worry, your store Recettear is already in the books. This ain't all just paperwork and red tape though. Now that you're a member, you can pick up stock for your shop here and you get access to a few other benefits too. We're here to help, so feel free to make use of us, okay? So what can I do here? Here at the guild, you'll always be able to get goods for a set price. Most of what we can get our hands on is practical stuff though. Weapons, armor, clothes, adventuring necessities and the like. The town's main market, who we work with, is where you can get things like foodstuff, books and other assorted knickknacks. That's actually a really strange thing. If the market is open to regular people and they can get goods wholesale, then why do they go to your shop at all? Just a weird thing, although it's possible that some sellers only make business with actual stores as opposed to actual customers. That will explain it. The really flashy and rare stuff is a bit out of our league. If you have a mind to get your mitts on that kind of stuff, you'll have to go dungeon stomping yourself or buy it off a customer. Oh, we'll also buy off any excess stock you have. Mine we buy low as a rule, so if you want to make an actual profit, you're better off selling to your customers. About merchant's level. Your merchant level is, well, your ability as a merchant. As it goes up, you'll figure out how to redecorate or even expand your store. That's actually a fairly big mechanic. By redecorating the store, you can cater to a different types of customers. And by expanding it, you also get more, how can I say, presentory, if you will. Or counters. Heck, you might even be able to convince me to let you have a look at some of our more premium items. So how do you raise your level? Simple. Buy, sell, trade. This is an art, and you learn by doing. It's actually not that difficult, but still. About the town. The city is getting a bit famous for the old ruins and the like that litter the surrounding countryside, so we've been seeing a steady stream of adventuring types coming in for a while now. They're all here to try and strike it rich off of undiscovered treasures. In the wilds. Hunting for fat loot, they call it. Yeah. Old reference to bad MMO talk, if you will. Well, I do know what they see in chasing after oversized loot, but their presence has also brought a lot of new merchants to the city. I sure won't complain, business has never been better. If you're looking for one, a few might be resting in the plaza. I bet most of them will take to the city's biggest pub, though. It's never too hard to sell those wandering types a little bit of liquid pleasure. Even I go in there for a little nip every now and then. The more faithful would probably hang about the city chapel. We do get a few like that, now and then, on a pilgrimage or quest, to find old holy relics. Please be to seekers and all that, of course. You might check the Adventurers Guild proper too. They're in charge of making sure the exploration efforts aren't a total bedlam. They even succeed, sometimes. Now keep in mind that these places are only open at certain times. For example, that pub only opens in the evening. We're pretty much open all the time though. So that is good to know. Wait. If you are always open, how do you find time to visit that pub? For that matter, when do you go home? Little missy, if you had the kind of wife I do, you'd be at work or in the sauce at all hours too. Merde. Forget I asked. So yep, Guildmaster doesn't like his wife. Oh well. About unknown items. Now if you go dungeon diving, you'll find a lot of stuff which you won't be able to identify at first. In particular, I'll bet my hat you'll find a lot of what are commonly called mystery ingredients by the adventurers. At first you'll probably be tearing your hair out over all the junk you keep finding in those places, but as your merchant level goes up, you'll be able to sort out the stuff you find and pick the best materials and whatnot from the lot. Oh, if you manage to get out of those death traps safely, you'll have time to identify everything safely. That means you won't know what you're carrying till you leave though. So that is good. About fusion. Once a few merchant levels are under your belt, you'll be able to fuse items here at the guild hall. There's quite a few items you can only get by using fusion, so I'd get real familiar with that furnace if I were you. Remember, what you put in FX, what you get out of fusion. If you put in some materials of say +2 quality, then you'll get an item of similar quality as a result. Keep an eye on what you're fusing too. You don't want to waste good materials on some mediocre thing you can just buy somewhere. Another thing to keep in mind, it can be real tempting to keep your best quality items to yourself for personal use. But your customers know quality goods when they see them, and you learn a lot of respect if you sell top shelf merchandise. There's a couple of stages to what you can pull off with fusion as you pick up some merchant levels. So experiment and be sure to come back here often to see what you can make. So yeah, that's pretty much the crafting system I've talked about before. But that's pretty much it for this. So usually it's a good idea to just look around and do what you must and then go back to the shop because that actually takes time. Holy cow, it's late. Time seemed to fly by today. Speaking of time, I plan on doing some milled schedule management for you from now on to ensure you are working in an effective manner to pay back the debt. Schedule management. Quite. First I have broken up the day into 4 time periods. Morning, afternoon, evening, and night. What you can do and how much you can do depends on the time of day. Hey, yeah, the clock's always been broken up into 4 areas. Think of each part as a slice of time. A slice? Like a pie! Indeed, I thought I would be able to keep your attention if I made it rather similar to some sort of sweet food. So there's the morning slice, the afternoon. I'm getting hungry! Anyway. Now to explain in detail. Generally, you can only act between morning and night. When night ends, you need to go to bed. Trying to run a shop while sleep deprived is unpleasant, so I'll say I'll close up when it gets late. So you essentially have two options for each slice. You can open the store for a time, or go about town on business. You cannot do both at once, so decide in advance what you need to do. To be clear, opening the shop will consume a slice, and returning to the store after going out, regardless of what you actually do, will also consume a slice. But what if I go to, like, the plaza and then to the chapel? You can get around town easily enough to avoid consuming a slice with each move. Only when you return to the store will the clock advance. So in that case, I shall do a lot when I leave the shop. Yes, that is a good attitude to take. Now, there is another vital element, leaving town altogether. Visiting a dungeon will consume 2 slices, no matter what. It takes that long? So if I go in the morning, I'll get back in the evening. That is precisely how it works. Thus you can only leave for a dungeon at an early point in the day. If it is night, or you have done something else that evening, you cannot go. Because if I do go, I'd get back real late, right? Exactly. Not only would you annoy your adventurer companion with staying out so late, you would also be dead on your feet the next day, after returning. Man, this is a lot to wrap my head around. You will get used to it, I am sure. Before you know it, you will be thinking about it naturally. You think so? Well, it helps that you will always be able to see how much time a particular action will consume. Simply pay attention to the clock. That is everything. If you ever want to go over this again, simply ask me when we are in the shop. I'll be glad to go over it as often as you need. Pike! So yep, Tear likes to hear the sound of her own voice basically. So, let's try to open the shop and make some money. We'll start with a big one. Try to keep some variety. Try to bring different types of client if at all possible. We'll start with sweets. Usually sweets bring in things like little girl and so on, while more expensive stuff tend to be that old guy showing up. So you know, depending on what you have in store, that might influence who you get. Other stuff is pretty fine, so I think we can just go ahead and open like this. Let's go! Wow, that's a lot of peeps. Welcome, looking for something special? Oh, this'll do. This guy's around 120, right? Well, that'll do, I suppose. You saw that thing just comboed with the experience. This means that the more items you sell, the more you can get a chain or a combo which increase the experience you get. So even if you're selling things at less of a profit, it's a good idea to actually sell things and ensure you do it without haggling too much. That way your merchant level increase quicker and you can make more money with new abilities. Thanks, please come again. Yay, I sold taiyaki. Welcome, can I help you with anything? Oh, this man is tight, but I really want that. So you want summer sandals? Well, that's up to him. I'm not sure about that guy. Let's try 120. Heh, there's no beating you, Recette. Yeah, I'll take that price. Sweet, thanks, please come again. Yay, I sold summer sandals. Recette is so adorable. Oh well, welcome. Hey, could I purchase this? So this guy, you can probably push him somewhat. Right then, I'd call that a fair deal. Thank you so much. Lee, I sold taiyaki. Hi there. Oh yeah, that's what I meant by sweets and food stuff. You have a tendency to get that woman to come in when you do that, so yeah. It's not much to look at, but do you think I could sell it? I do have some money, so that's not really an issue. Let's try 50%. Yes, that will be fine. So yep, at 50% we paid what, around 800 pix, and we can sell it back to something like, I don't know, maybe 2000 or something like that. Thanks, please come again. Yay, I got candy apple for 800 pix. Welcome, can I help you with anything? My family needs a little more money. Would you take this? A beef bowl. About the same thing, I suppose. Whoops. There we go. That seems about what it's worth, yes. Thank you so much. Yay, I got a beef bowl. So yep, it was that thing when our merchant level went up that Tyr told us about. We can buy things from customers. Hi there. Any chance I could get you to buy this, little lady? Oh my god. I'm getting so many all of a sudden. Well, it seems about right, I suppose. Thank you so much. Yeah, I got a candy apple. And I got to level up too. Welcome, looking for something special? I'm on an errand today, isn't that cool? So her, better not push her too much. Okay. Ah, cool. Thank you so much. You also get a bonus experience if you get closer to the amount the NPC expects you to sell. Glee, I sold scrap plate +1. Welcome. If you need anything, just ask. You have one of these. It's a lucky day for both of us then. This guy. Can I raise him to 125? Huh, your haggling skills win, miss. I'll take it. Thanks, please come again. Well, you seem more or less used to the basics of running an item shop. Hehe, you think so? There is one other matter, however. You cannot always be certain that a customer will know what they want when they come in. What do you mean? They may come in thinking, what should I make for dinner? What would be a good weapon, and so forth. They will not be quite sure what exactly they wish to purchase when they come through our door. In such a case, we must provide them with advice to help them decide. Wait, how could I do? Many customers will simply give up if they do not find something suitable for their needs on our counters. Others, however, will realize that we may have reserve stock, and will inquire as to whether or not we have something they seek. That is when you may suggest an item you think they would like. In a sense, it is the ultimate chance to show your skill as an item shopkeeper. If you know what someone desires, you will very likely impress them and cause them to return. Yeek, no pressure then, none at all. Well, let us give it a little practice, shall we? It is no different than a normal sale, really, beyond the fact that you must choose the item to sell yourself. Let us begin. KK. Welcome. I would like a sword, please. So anything is okay as long as it's a sword. Ultimately, you must speak something the person will like. By the way, if I may give you a little advice, if you sell weapons and armor to your adventurer friends, they will equip the items you sell them. Meaning, of course, that if you sell items to them, then we do not need to lend them any items at the start of a dungeon excursion, and will be able to bring back more items for our own use. Even if an adventurer must retreat while in dungeon, the equipment is not lost, since it is their possession. So selling better equipment to our adventuring friends is a good idea, even if you must undersell to them a little. Accessories work the same way, so think carefully about who you sell what to, and what effect it may have on their performance. Whoa, I hope I can keep track of all this. If you look at the details of an item when selling to one of our adventuring friends, you can also check what that person currently has. Now then, we should continue. Affirmification. Or was that it? Whatever. I would like a sword, please. So we've got a choice. A steel sword sounds like a good idea. Yes, excellent. The rest is like a normal sale. Well, once again, let us put the whole thing into practice. I will ask for an item, sell me what I ask for, and we will pass. Let us begin. Hello, welcome to Recettear. I would like a weapon, however. So yep, we could sell a windbreaker, that wouldn't make sense. How about something like this? Oh, this is lovely. How much is it? Tier? I can probably go over to 130. Yes, an excellent price. Thank you so much. Yay, I sold steel sword. Precisely done. Once more then. I think they expect you not to pay attention or something. So yep, another weapon. Same thing. Fantastic! You are ready for everything now. If you ever wish to practice this again, simply ask. So that is done, and this is in the evening now. We'll need to do something about our counters for the time being, but beyond that, we're doing pretty alright. We'll try to sell that beef bowl if we can. So right now we're doing actually pretty good given how early we are in the game. So that is good, really good actually. And let's open the store again to finish the day. Oh hi, welcome! My family suddenly needs a hat. Oh darn, I don't think I have any. I'm so sorry, but we don't have any right now. If you don't have any, that's okay. Oh, I'm terrible at this. Welcome, looking for something special? Hey, I'll be buying this. With him? Maybe I can push him to 130. Oh, are you for real? You know I can't pay that much. Yep, 125 is about as high as I'm gonna get from this guy. Yeah, that's about right. Deal! Thank you so much. Lee, I sold chocolate bar for 625 pigs. Welcome, looking for something special? This is for sale, right? Indeed it is. I kinda don't want to push him while I'm in combo. Well, that seems about right. Okay, here's the money. Thank you so much. Welcome. Ah, I was looking for this. About the same? That's a pretty good deal, to be honest. Thanks, please come again. There's also an element that's not really talked about, which is keeping customers coming back. If you do a lot of sales with a particular non-player character, well, they're more likely to pay more for items you give them. So that's a good thing to remember. We sold an iron armband, and not much else. Thanks for all your hard work, Tyr. So she said to take a rest. So we did pretty good. We managed to get all the money that we got by, well, buying stuff essentially, so that's good. Up to day 4. And Tyr's got... Oh, I thought Tyr had something to say, but apparently not. So we're at day 4, and we'll be having our 10,000 pix payment due on the 8th. So we gotta be careful with this. I might move a few things around actually. I'd like to get some clots in there, try to get some different kind of people in. Get that Wings of Edon and the Infortunes there, and reopen the shop, why not? Hey there, what can I get you? I've been looking for this, is it really for sale? Of course it is. Does it look like I have that much money? Ah, you cheapskate. Hey, there's no beating your Recette. Yeah, I'll take that price. Thank you so much. So I sold clothes. Welcome. Hey, I could use a weapon. Well, I don't have any. Remember, a place like this lives and dies on selection. Well, they went home. Hello, welcome to Recettear. I'd like some food. Oh, that's easy. How about this? Oh, I know. How's this? Ah, that's it. I'd rather not push him too much because this is rather expensive. I don't have that kind of money. Let's go at 110. That's more than enough. That's crazy no matter how you slice it. Well, they went home. That's gonna happen. Hi there. I've been looking for one of these. This one we can actually push with hair a bit. A good deal, little lady. Thank you so much. We didn't do so well this time around. But oh well. Let's put another candy apple over here. And put this book back here. We've got a lot of books, but precious little else. We might need to stock up rather soon. But for the moment, that'll do. Hi there, what can I get you? This is a present for Daddy. Let's try 120. Could it be a bit cheaper, please? Ah, I can't say no to that smile. This is getting dumb. Too high. Oh hi, welcome. Recette, buddy, pal, can you get me a piece of armor? Sure can. How about this? Yeah, that's it. How much? 120. Awesome, thanks Recette, that's a great price. Thanks so much. Glee, I sold clothes. Welcome, if you need anything, just ask. Hehe, you have it, yay! Let's try not to push her too much. Okay. Thanks, please come again. I sold les infortunes. Welcome, if you need anything, just ask. I could use a weapon. Well, I don't have any. We don't have anything like that, I'm afraid. If you get a chance, you really should try and stock it. I wonder, do I really have no talent? Welcome, can I help you with anything? Hehe, I've been looking for one of these. Let's try not to push him too much. Good deal, little lady. Thanks, please come again. Hi there, what can I get you? Hey there, can I sell this? Let's try at 50. Yeah, seems about right. Thank you so much. And I leveled up. That's it for this, I'm afraid. So can we move a couple of things around? Yes, I believe we can. Recettear, get out of my way. My strategy isn't working that well, but we're doing pretty alright considering how far along in the game we are. Buying a couple of things for sales though might be a good idea. But first I kinda wanna go out, so let's do this. We're gonna go to the chapel. Guys, yo! Hi there, Louis. You're actually in the chapel, I am struck dumb. Well, even I gotta be a little faithful every now and then. As I said, struck dumb. I'm surprised too. Yeah, I was praying for heaven to provide me with lunch. Somehow, I feel as though that is not the main purpose of a chapel. Huh? You think so? Kindred spirits, he and I. So something at the market. Something wrong, man? Oh, just wondering what to do for dinner tonight. For some reason, the only thing that comes to mind is what I usually make. What do you usually make then? Well, I make pumpkin gratin, sheep gratin, shark gratin. I think I see the problem. If I may interject, if you like gratin so much, why not try a stew? They are somewhat similar. I also find pumpkin stew irresistible, but that is, beside the point. Oh, Tyr likes the great pumpkin, huh? Pumpkin stew? That's a wonderful idea. I'll try it tonight. I'm glad we could help. Thank you so much, you two. Now to make stew for the next month. That was not quite what I had in mind. Well, that is done. We don't really need to buy anything, so that's not a problem. Let's head over to the pub. What is it? Say, Tyr, is alcohol yummy? I have only tried it once before myself. Really? Wow, you're so grown up, Tyr. I hated it. It stank of barrels. Barrels? Typically, most alcoholic beverages are left to age in barrels, so the drink had a strong wooden smell, and it was not dissimilar to attempting to drink a tree. Okay, that doesn't sound yummy at all. To be honest, the popularity of the substance baffles me. It always sells well, so stocking it is always a good way to make some money, but barrels? Barrels. But yeah, bad alcohol isn't all that great, to be honest. Still, there are a couple of things that we can do. I personally like beer, but don't care much about things like wine and so on, so... You know, things like that. Let's try to buy some things. Steel sword would be a good idea. Having some worn sword in case we get special demands could actually be helpful. Beyond that, some armor would actually be a good idea. Can get a thick robe and a raincoat just to be safe. Bracelets are useful all around. Let's take some. Hats come in fairly regularly, so having some in stock is a good idea as well. Rest of that stuff, meh. Don't have much to work with, so that's gonna be it. So, the day is just about done. Let's see. The pot stand doesn't seem to sell very easily, so we're gonna swap it with that sword. Let's put that thick coat there. And swap that with something that sells a little better. Oh, why not? Let's put the pot stand there. Welcome. Right then, get this sorted, please. Well, that seems fair enough. Thanks, please come again. Yay! I sold the taiyaki. Hello, welcome to Recettear. The wife asked me to pick this up. Let's try not to push him too much, this is expensive. Alright, I'll take that price. Thank you so much. Sold the candy apple. Hello, welcome to Recettear. Hey Recette, got some food? Of course I do. I don't want to sell you this though. I think this is what you're looking for. You think this'll do? Yeah, I think you're right. You can push him on this. Yeah, that'll be fine. Could have gone higher actually. Thank you so much. Glee, I sold walnut bread. So this dude. Welcome, looking for something special? Hey, got some food? Of course I do. This guy I might be able to push a bit. That sounds about right. Oh blast, I don't have that money on me. Let's try it at 100. Okay, no matter how you slice it, that's unreasonable. I screwed up, didn't I? Well, that's the thing, I'm trying to sell something that's a little above their means. At this point in time, that can happen quite often. So I went a little over time, so I think we're gonna stay. That's gonna be it for the time being. Thank you for watching, everyone. This was Great Pumpkin. You all have a pleasant time now. Bye bye!